Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Akeem, and as many of you know, if you're watching this, Attack on Titan is currently in the second part of the final season, with things heating up between Eren, Armin, Mikasa, and the entire cast of the hit anime series. So we figured now would be a great time to talk to the English voice actors behind those three friends or foes, along with having them answer some of your fan questions. Please welcome to Fan Fest the actors behind Armin, Mikasa, and Eren, respectively, Jose Grelle, Trina Nishimura, and Bryce Papenbrook. How y'all doing?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
It's good.
Let's just get right into it. Attack on Titan has been around for many years now. When you went into this particular anime project many moons ago, did you ever fathom that it would be such a phenomenon, and how does it feel to be a part of it all?
I knew that I was a part of something special. I was a fan of the show before I got the audition, and I would have been happy playing any character in the show, even like guy who gets stepped on by Titan. So I was blown away that I got to take on the role of Eren, and I had no idea that it would resonate through the community so deeply and touch so many people. And I know for me personally, it's kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time.
How about you, Trina?
So, starting with Attack on Titan, I had no idea. People will tell you frequently that a certain show is going to be a big deal and that it's going to be amazing and all the things. And I can honestly say that Attack on Titan has changed my life in a lot of ways. I have been so fortunate and so lucky. And like Bryce, I would have been happy to be Woman A that was smushed by a boulder in the first episode. But I'm really fortunate. I love Mikasa Ackerman. I love all of the world and all of the twists and turns and the many different amazing plot points in Attack on Titan. And further, I have gotten to meet Bryce, who is here. Here. Okay. I've gotten to meet Bryce. Luckily I already knew Josh, which has been amazing, but just being able to form these really amazing friendships over the years has honestly changed my life.
Aw. How about you, Josh?
Aww.
I had a feeling it was something really cool at the time. I never would have imagined that it would become what it's become now, or that it would cover so much ground, philosophically, and then just the story that we've been telling would take the route that it has, and never would have guessed that in a million years. And it's been a really fun ride to get to discover the mystery of the show, and find the answers along with the fans along the road too.
Yeah, I remember watching it many years ago in a garden apartment in Chicago, thinking this show is freaking amazing. And to see where the show is today, like honestly, it's just mind blowing to see how the characters have grown. So how would you all describe like your character's evolution from season 1 to now, and what was the process like, kind of interpreting that shift in character? Because there's one character in particular we've seen really change, and obviously that's Eren. Bryce,
Yeah.
How about that?
I love using the word shift in describing it also. I would describe Eren between season 1 and 3 as angry. Like, there's this anger that comes through every word he says. And in this latest season, that anger is still there, but it's under this layer of coldness, which makes him absolutely terrifying. And the really interesting thing is, I don't know where he's going with this. I personally haven't been spoiled. I haven't read the manga. I love to immerse myself in the shows I'm working on, live kind of in that moment in real time, and then let whatever comes out of my body kind of come out into the show. So it's really exciting to be able to collaborate with Mike in this big change of the character after being angry Eren for so long to now play this new version of him. It's been really fun.
How about you, Trina?
Playing Mikasa has been amazing. Her growth over the seasons has really been so interesting to be able to put out into the world. Similar to Bryce, I haven't been spoiled. I don't read ahead, and Mike McFarland, the director of the English dub, is amazing. And being able to experience with Mikasa in that moment and really portray her evolution has been awesome. She certainly hasn't been through as much change as Eren, and her some things that kind of came out in the final season, part 1, about Mikasa's origin story has shifted her the portrayal of her and my perception of her over time. But I'm really looking forward to how everything ends. I'm really looking forward to seeing where everyone ends up. In my heart of hearts, I really want like Aaron and Mikasa and Armin to just get matching townhomes somewhere and like just be friends and just hang out. I know that's not going to happen, but I hope for them that it'll be a happy ending. It won't, probably.
I think that's all we can do is hope, especially if we're not manga readers, so we haven't spoiled ourselves. Like I stick with the anime. That's how I was introduced to the series. So I stick with the anime. I don't want to be spoiled. But Josh, I feel like Armin, like the core of Armin has remained the same, but he's also seen some evolution.
I feel like the core struggle for Armin in the first season was just overcoming his own feeling of inadequacy, his own feeling of like he really wasn't useful. He was afraid. Everyone saw him as a little fragile daffodil, and so did he. But he goes through that. He grows as a character there. He starts to grow more in terms of, instead of becoming a warrior, he becomes more of a leader. And then for every season after that, his primary struggle seemed to be trying to reconcile being a leader and having to help make some of these plans that often got people killed, and the moral and ethical things, struggles and questions that came along with every new piece of information or every new answer to a mystery that came along. Kind of revealed more and more that there was a human element behind the Titans, and therefore there was a lot of moral and ethical questions and conundrums to be navigated. And Armin's kind of the one that generally is the one who's asking those questions out loud and very visibly struggling with them. And that's where his growth has usually come from.
We have some fan questions, and a lot of these are fun. So I want you all to feel free to have, I mean, you can interpret them however you want. But again, these are coming from the fans of the anime series. This first one is actually for you, Josh. It's from Kriv the Potato on Twitter, asking the question, why do you think, I know, interesting name, right? Why do you think Armin's colossal titan doesn't have a nose?
So he doesn't have to smell all the bodies he makes when he transforms.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry for the dark answer, but yeah, man, if I was Armin, I wouldn't want to smell that either.
This next question is for the entire cast. This is from the Cactus Man 17 on YouTube. What do you think your character tastes like when eaten by a Titan? Do you think they prefer grill or skillet? Or should they be dry rubbed, marinated, or smoked first?
With Aaron, you could taste the anger coming through his pores. There would have a unique, very angry taste. I don't know what that taste would be, but it would just taste like anger.
I really, really love food, like probably too much. And I'm fortunate enough to have a partner that's a chef. And I love the question because I was like, okay, so there's 5 flavor elements to any well-balanced dish, right? So there's sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Mikasa is not very sweet, so we would definitely need, just to warm up everyone's palate, like maybe a little bit more sugar. She's pretty salty. She's a little bit bitter. So if I was going to make Mikasa a dish, I would probably make her a pickle. I would add some sugar because she already has enough salt. So like equal parts salt and sugar, and then some vinegar for the sour, and then a little Parmesan rind in there to add the umami. So I would make Mikasa something that's been pickled, like kimchi.
I should have mentioned
kimchi pickle
recommendations are always done by Trina. Like if you ever want to know a restaurant or the best thing to eat, like you just ask Trina, and she always will tell you the very best.
How about Armin?
Ever since the last fight with Bertolt, he's just been crispy, deep fried. He has no flavor left at all.
Oh my God, you guys were Korean barbecue. That's where we are.
There we go.
We're totally Korean barbecue.
Yes, that's it.
Now, this is a serious question. Why do you think Aaron sacrificed everything instead of just talking to his friends about what he saw when he kissed Historia's hand?
I'm not sure. and it's kind of tough following Aaron's decision making, because I wouldn't say Aaron makes the best decisions. Very early on in the show, we noticed that Aaron was very quick to go kill things and attack things. And one thing that kind of, I think everyone in the cast started doing, Aaron would say something, then immediately after we'd portray Armin going, Aaron, no! So I'd be like, let me kill them. Aaron, no! Just over and over and over. He makes bad decisions. So I feel like that's probably another bad one. He could have talked about it, but it's hard for him to control his feelings. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I don't know. Maybe it was the right decision and I just don't know yet.
Josh, Trina, Bryce. Now, before we wrap, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans of the series, like any parting words as we continue down this road in part 2 of the final season?
Just thanks for all the support.
The past, 2 years now have been so challenging for everyone, and everyone has fought some kind of Titan in their life the past 2 years. I know I have. And I feel like if I could have any parting words about Attack on Titan and about the final season part 2, it would be thematically there are so many beautiful things about Attack on Titan, and I would encourage people to find the positive and find the good, and just to be kind. And that's what I would, if I had a closing word, it's to be kind, just to everyone as much as you can.
I'd like to say just thank you guys for watching. I know I am extremely excited to record this final season. It is, it's going to be good.
How are your vocal cords, Bryce? Like seriously.
I'm conditioned. I'm ready to go.
Well, Bryce, Trina, Josh, thank you all so much for sharing your time with me and, of course, the fans. Attack on Titan Part 2 of the final season is happening right now, so be sure you get all caught up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.